This is the start and the end of John O'Groats Trail and the Great Glenway. Inverness Castle. The first bridge to cross to North Kessock, over there, and then away to the right through those hills. The first sign, just about to climb up the steps onto the bridge. Beautiful smell of all this gorse. Looking back to Inverness and the marina and the Bewley Firth. Looking back from up in the woods to the bridge and Inverness. Loads of lovely gorse again. Quite a steep climb up here. It's beautiful woodland. Loads of bluebells at the start. Beautiful pine trees, wonderful smell. Off we go up here. Wild camp on the just above the shore of Munlochy Bay. Munlochy is off in that direction, about a mile away. See the main road over the other side. Just about to see through the trees the Cromarty Bridge over the Cromarty Firth. Just crossed that about half an hour ago and just climbing up onto this track. This is the River Averon, very beautiful, flowing out to sea through Alness, which is maybe about a mile downstream. There's loads of waterfalls. There's a golf course over there on that side. Now I'm just camping in the middle of the woods here, right by the river. So there we are. It's a lovely little rest spot in the Morangi forest, just easily accessible by road, but it's very quiet. Some nice little features. Was going to wild camp here, but I'm going to carry on to campsite near Dornoch Bridge, I think, just through past Tain. This is the Dornoch Bridge campsite. Road there, train there. Only been 2 trains since last night. That's where I was pitched. Ice on the tent this morning and a ground frost, but sun's up and it's starting to warm up a little bit. It's about 7 o'clock, just about packed up and ready to go. Heading towards another bridge, this time across the Dornoch Firth, so the Dornoch Bridge that's in the distance. Sun's up, starting to warm up nicely. A bit of a sad story, such a beautiful place. Across the distance is Tain, where we were yesterday. Moving right, campsite at the end of the bridge. There's the Dornoch Bridge, and just the approach road into Dornoch. Magnificent monument on the way into Dornoch. Just down from the Royal Dornoch Golf Club. Stunning. Coast path heading in this direction. Just about a kilometre of beautiful beach walking, heading towards Imbo. Remains of a castle called Skelbo Castle. seals just out on the mud flats, right in the middle of the picture. Just about to see the seals there. There's another bunch out on the further out on that sandbar. Eider ducks. I don't know if you can hear them, but they're all calling. More eiders, predominantly male, black and white ones. Where we walked all along that from the far distance, all along here. And now we're alongside this busy road, soon to come off it. There, right at the top of that tree, is an osprey's nest. It's flying around up there. There he is, calling. Not making any sound at the minute. There. Beautiful. So, definitely what we saw earlier. And here we are, just about to go down to the bird hide and have a bit of a rest in there. Let's decide whether we're going to continue on much further. Here's the bird hide. And a beautiful bit of woodland with what, like salt marshes all around. It's just started to rain a little bit, so I'm going to have a break in here. All these windows slide up to let you look out. You can write what bird you've seen or just drawn it. There's all the birds listed, and there you go, that's the view. About 7:30 AM, got an early start, heading to Golspie, which is over there, so maybe about a mile of beach walking. Tide's well out, just a little bit breezy and cool, but not bad. Off we go. Heading in that direction out along there past Dunrobin Castle, in that wood somewhere over there. Just walking past Dunrobin Castle. Very picturesque. Heading right along the coast here, heading towards Brora and then ultimately Helmsdale if I make it there. 21 miles in total. There's another view of the much better of the seaward elevation. Well, it's all seaward, it's just got majestic grounds. Majestic building, absolutely stunning. All these hedgerows along here. Continuing along there, out along that grassy coastline. This is the view. All the way back to Golspie over there. This field and woodland full of bluebells. I don't know if you can make them out. All up into the woods. Drop down to the beach, although I haven't seen this. This is a Snooty Burn where it runs into the sea. This beautiful waterfall. Slightly a little bit there, and then it comes out onto the beach just there. We just walked along another sand at some times now. So we can get back up onto the coast path. It's Brora Harbour, this is from the opposite side of the river. You have to go along there, over that bridge, and then come back down past this golf course to where we are. So it's around the end of the golf course, following the coast. About 12 miles to Helmsdale. There's a few little fishing boats there. Another long beautiful stretch of beach walking. Heading north from Brora. See, we're going right round the coastline in the distance. is a beautiful new footbridge over the Lough Burn, which I guess you'd have had to wade at the beach or somehow. But anyway, beautiful. That's the railway. Looking back along the coast from Loughbeg Point, just after the bridge, you can just see the bridge right in the middle of the picture there. We'll follow this coastline all the way from, I'm not sure if that is Golspie on the end, that Sprig on that little point of land, or Brora, but anyway, Golspie, Brora, down here. Some tough bits of walking along massive stony beach, but then some beautiful bits like this. Not walked on this bit, but there's been, must have had about 3 or so miles of beach walking so far. And there's some lovely little huts. There's one there, another one there. I'm going to continue on about 6 miles to Helmsdale. Helmsdale Harbour, bit of a torturous road route, but just bit the bullet and gone with it. 2 miles into it, you could have gone up into the hills and down, but that was a pointless exercise. No reasonably priced accommodation, all around 70 quid, even the bunkhouse. So I've got some food from the spa, and I'm gonna go and see if I can check out or find a wild camp spot. Camp just below Naverdale Farm, about a mile and a half north of Helmsdale. Give up with trying to find some decent priced accommodation. It's a beautiful evening, so I thought, why not? So I found there's a stream coming down with lovely clean water, and I've just camped outside. There's a ruined stone building just before you climb up towards the farm, and there's a little bit of sort of semi-flat grassy ground, but just raised up from the beach, so I'm right on the edge of the beach, and that's the view. Looking back, that's where we came round on a fairly stony, bouldery coast path. Just round that corner is Helmsdale, and then you come round. There's a beautiful beach there, which I'll show you later on. So that's it. Just having a cup of tea. And tonight's tea is chilli and rice with some Doritos. This is near where I'm camped. There's just round this corner, there's where the little burn comes down with the waterfall. Oh, it's too far to go and see it. So it's maybe about 9:30 at night. The water's extremely clear. You can't get the gist of it from here, but you can just see all the rocks on the bottom. It's beautiful. And here I am, there's a ruined building. There's the path carrying on up. With the John O'Groats Trail sign. There's my tent. Right on a little patch of grass. It's flat enough. There we are. That's the view. Flat calm. It's just beautiful. I hope it remains that way, but it's getting cold. Temperature's dropped. Got a little fire going. It's warm. It's a little waterfall. It's like a small water pump or something of that nature. And then a little stream. Goes down. Into the beautiful bay. I'm camped just round this corner, just about to leave. Hopefully you can see on here, because it's so calm, how clear the water is. And that's the bay that we just climbed up from. This is where we've come from, there. Just for around there. We're just around the middle of these 2 points. That's where we're camped, but it's an undulating path in and out, up and down, where all the burns go into the sea. But it's absolutely stunning. Again, I think down here you can see how clear the water is. Really sunny day, but cool. Keep passing these lookout stations, which are super cool. You could have a barbecue on top of them. You can get up them ladders and it's flat with a viewing rail there. What a fantastic view. And it would make a camp spot. Nice and flat. Anyway, on we go. Heading towards Berrydale. A little sheltered stony bay. There doesn't look to be any way down to it, but it's called Dunglass. Apparently there was a fort somewhere there. No sign of it now. Possibly on that flat top, I'm not sure. Path continues up there. This is where we are about here, following that path. I'm just about to come to the site of the old brook. That's where we're heading. On this path, we've just come across this moorland for quite a way, trudging through heather. And then we're heading over there. Here is the remains of Set Rock. It's in this beautiful valley, stream running down it. And this is it. There's a bit of a squeeze, so I should have taken rucksack off. Amazing. Down these crazy steep steps down through this mangled woodland, but down to the valley below. Yeah, amazing. There's my boots. There's my boots. Steep down there and down the round corner. This is a monument to commemorate the people of what was once a village here that was cleared in Highland clearances for old sheep farming. All that's left is a few piles of stones, some piles of stones over there, resembling what was a building past one earlier on that's more or less walls intact to a degree. Don't know what these towers are. Some sort of folly. There's two of them. This second one that we passed. And this is Berrydale, the bare remains of once a castle out there. Very picturesque now. Shingley Beach. Freshwater pool down there where the river comes in. There's the river running down the valley. And there's the A9. Making its way. We're stopped at the Bothy Cafe. It's open. There's the footbridge across the river. This guy I keep bumping into his it gets a bit bouncy in the middle. I don't know if you can see it on there. Just had a nice bit back to eat in the river cafe. It's lovely. This looks like a right place if you're into a bit of cold water swimming. Another little sunning bay with a natural arch. This is along the coast towards Dunbeath, somewhere in the distance. I don't know where, far along. That's where we're heading. Bluebells down in the valley, and then a tremendous waterfall over there. A right long drop. And look at the colour of the sea. stunning. We're heading round and on the other side of the waterfall. Another stunning natural arch in the rock, beautiful blue water. Loads of seabirds all on the cliffside, if you can pick them up. Hundreds of them. All along this white face. An amazing rock stack. Not long before that gives way. Beautiful, some amazing rock formations. And those dead straight lines in that over there. Again, beautiful water. A load of orchids, all in with primroses.